Hey everybody, so we have a fun haul today, or a little bit of a launch review. So all of the brand new Erin Condren back to school items are going to be live on the site on July 6th. They're coming in just a few days, and I wanted to give you a sneak peek at all of the new stuff that is out here. So we have blush calculator, I have some accessories and notepads, new writing tools, new planner, ThreeSubject Notebook, so much good stuff. So let's dive in. The star of the show, of course, is the academic planner that is new for this year. So we have this gorgeous cover with the mushrooms, and I love it. Of course, all of the Erin Condren planners now you can get in the platinum coil, which is the silver, gold, and rose gold, but the black coil is gone, which makes me a little sad, but I understand. So this is the ColorBlends academic planner. You basically have your title page, and then you have a yearly overview that goes all the way to December 2023. And then this is where it, right off the bat, it's different from the regular life planner. So you do have the heritage and awareness observance dates, but then you have this class schedule. So you've got semester, start date, end date, and then basically a schedule. So you've got the time and then Monday through Sunday, course name, teacher, location, and credits with notes. So if you're a student, this is perfect. You can put your semester schedule, and then there's room for next semester schedule over here. But back to school is not just for students. And one of the cool things about this planner is that you can really customize it to make it fit for yourself. So if you're goal setting, or you're trying to come up with your own habits that can help you through the process of, making your career work better, making more money, managing your side hustle, you could really white out or put washi over some of this stuff. And instead of semester, you could put that it's this quarter or this year. And then you could have a schedule here for your ideal schedule. This is when you have meetings. This is when you check emails. You could also make this planner a social media planner. So you could have here what your ideal times are to post on each platform. So you could list Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and then say on Mondays every day, I'm going to post at noon on Instagram, but I'm going to post at 4 p.m. on Facebook. So you could have that ideal schedule for your goals or your social media. And then you could list out maybe like your favorite hashtags or anything like that. And I think this is a really fun planner to get creative with, the academic planner, because the layout is so different. So you've got another semester here. You have a notes page, and then you get right into this beautiful ColorBlends tab, and then that goes straight to the monthly. And this is pretty much, the monthly is exactly like all of the other life planners in the ColorBlends. So it's pretty minimal, but it has that touch of ombre color at the top. And then you go into a kind of a dashboard page for the month that's very different from the life planner. So you've got a place for goals, a checklist for events, and notes. And then here you have projects and exams. And this is, for me, one of the reasons this planner, if you're not a student, would work so well for goal setting, time tracking, or for social media. So when I was using the academic planner last year before we got on the road, I was using it for time tracking. And so if you're not familiar with my HB90 system, we do a lot of stuff with time tracking based on Pomodoro method, which is like blocks of 30 minutes worth of work time. And I call them task blocks. And so when I was kind of developing that before I had shared it with my community, I would use this planner to say the description of the project. So let's say I was writing book 12. Then here I would say how many task blocks I intended to use this particular quarter on, or this particular month on that project. So if I was going to spend, 14 task blocks this month on writing my book, then I would put it here, and then I would leave some room for the details. And then I would put my deadline or how much I wanted to get done this month. And then at the end of the month, I would come back and compare how much I estimated my time versus how much I actually used. And there's room for 4 projects here. Of course, you also can use this just if you have actual projects and exams as a student. It's a great way. You've got description, class, and details, deadline, important dates, and completed. So if you have like a paper due this month, or a presentation, or some other kind of exam or something, you can put that all here. But I just wanted to share that it really is flexible. So if you were using it for social media, you could have one for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. and just put here like how many followers you have or what your themes are for the month, how many times you post. There's lots of cool stuff you can do. Now, the actual planner pages seem to be, I think, the same as they've always been. It's just now they're a little bit more minimal here. And one thing I have to say I love about this planner is there's no preview calendar on these pages. I just don't enjoy the preview calendar for like the whole month calendar on my like daily or weekly pages. And so I love that this planner doesn't include that. So you've got basically, it's kind of a horizontal layout where you also have that separated into 3 boxes. So you have kind of 2 narrow boxes with a longer box in the middle, and all of this is lined. And then this final box has a to-do list with some little round checklists here. When I was using this for time tracking, I would put the task here, like the overall project. So I'd say book 12, and then I would list the task that I got done. So I'd say like book 12, wrote 300 words today. And then over here, instead of checking it off, I would put how many task blocks it took me. So if you guys ever want to see a walkthrough of that old planner, I'm trying to debate if I want to go back to that system now that I'm kind of settled and I'm not on the road anymore. So let me know what your thoughts are if you want to see how that worked. But you could also do this with your social media posts, or you could use this as your main planner, even if you're not usually an academic or you're not a student. So it follows that. And then Saturday and Sunday just don't have this middle box, and they're just a little bit squished here. That is the basic layout of the academic planner. And then one thing I love about this planner, in addition to that, is it's got the weekly plans, but then they have all this space for notes pages. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full pages for notes at the end. And I love that about this planner, because I always feel like when I'm using a weekly planner that there's not enough room for any kind of extra notes that I want to do. You can track your schedule, but then where's my notes? So if you were using this for a social media planner or like a YouTube or editorial calendar, you could put your notes in. So it's that hybrid notebook planner that I love. Here, speaking of things that I love, here's an accessory that I had just sitting in here. So this is the new gold bookmark ruler. So it's a bookmark. It's like a little paper clip, basically, or a giant paper clip that you can put in, but it also serves as a bookmark with the asterisk at the top, and it's really sturdy and gold. And I really love this. So what I will do for you guys is when I'm editing this video, I will put all the prices of these accessories and things in the description for you or up on the screen so you can see them. I won't be able to put links in just yet for you because these items won't go live till July 6th, but I will put an overall link for you that if you come back on the 6th and you want to shop, those links will be there for you. And then it just moves into the next month, and it's that same layout with the 5 notebook pages at the end of every month. And then when you get to the very back of the planner, you don't have as much like extras as you have in the life planner. It's just notes pages. So there's no like contacts list or anything like that. And then the stickers are a little bit different. So instead of having just blank headers, you have exam, midterm, test, quiz, read, paper due, study guide, study, no class, and vacation. So if you're not really a student, these stickers might not be as useful to you, but if you are, they would be perfect. So that is a look at the academic planner, and hopefully that gives you some ideas of how you might want to use it, even if you're not a student. So I love this planner. I'm kind of rethinking my mid-year planner lineup because of it. So I will keep you updated. Sticking with the theme of the kind of notebooks and planners, we have 2 other things to look at. So one is the new ThreeSubject Notebook. So during I think it was the warehouse sale, they came out with a ThreeSubject Notebook in the A5 size. And I think everybody grabbed one, like so many people grabbed it. So now they have a ThreeSubject Notebook in the 7x9 size. So all of the pages in this one are going to be just this lined paper with a gray little asterisk at the top. And then you do have 1 page on the back of the tab, which, by the way, this little brush strokes kind of design is really, really pretty on the tab. And then you've got a little bit of a kind of that notes dashboard that you can use here. And then all the rest is lined pages. And then it separates with another subject, which this is probably my favorite color. And then you've got another 3rd subject here. I don't have any information right now as to whether you'll be able to get this in graph paper or blank, or you'll be able to customize it in any way, but at least we know we've got a ThreeSubject notebook. And I would imagine you'll be able to change the coil, but again, I don't 100% know, but this is super cute, and I will put that price up on the screen for you. Another fun notebook kind of planner is a brand new reading log. So this is the A5 size, and it's technically a kids reading log or young adult reading log. So it has the clear coil, which some of the other kids stuff has. I really like the clear coil. It's also just a little bit like more safe, I guess, for kids. And this beautiful rainbow pastel kind of design here. So I think there is already a reading log that you can purchase, but it's it's like a Grogu Star Wars collab. So this one has a little bit more like pink colors and rainbow colors to it. So you've got a place to put your name, your age when you started the log, your age when you finished it, where you live, and a little bit about you, which I think what a fun memory for kids to have of their reading journey. Because I mean, if this would be something I would cherish if I had had this when I was a kid. Like, I remember some of my favorite books when I was little, but it would have been cool to see my own handwriting in here. So if you have kids who are readers or even reluctant readers, this might make it a little bit more fun. Get them some stickers, let them play around with it. And if the pink is not your vibe, I think there is a Grogu, like Star Wars version that might be more your vibe. But this also could be cool for an adult, to be honest. Like if you wanted a paper log to track your reading, so you can say your favorite books, your favorite characters, genres, authors, some of my favorite places to read. Wouldn't that be a cool place to look back 30 years from now? Then you've got reading goals here, and you've got lots of little spaces for any like summer reading goals or semester or yearly reading goals. Then you have a reading log. There's lots of pages of reading log. So this is, you can put the book title, author, and the date, and then you say how many minutes you read. When my son was, he was in school in Charleston, he had a reading log like this that was just a paper printout in a folder. And it was really good for him to keep track of his reading every day because we made sure he was getting a certain amount in each day. So if you're also looking forward to some reading goals, you can kind of see how the colors shift there. Then there's a large, like the majority of this notebook is for a book review, which is also nice, especially if you have a kid that is just learning to read or just starting to get into reading comprehension. But this is also cool for teen readers who just want to keep track of what they're reading and what they liked and what was interesting to them. So you've got date, started, finished, a place for the book reading, rating, title, author, genre, read this book for school or for fun, page count, reading level, and I recommend this book, yes or no, what it was about, my favorite part of this book, and then thoughts, quotes, or doodles. And I really like the colors in this planner, and they do shift as you go through it in those rainbow colors. So that's neat. And then the very last part of it is a book list section where you have half of it is to list your favorite books, and then the others is to have a wish list for your books you want to read. So a new world awaits in a book. Yes, I love that. So kind of cool and good for both kids and adults. And even if you have a younger reader, you could help them by filling this out and then having them draw a photo. But something that was really helpful, or having them draw like what their impression of it or their favorite character. So you could really start this with kids that are young enough, that are even too young to read on their own. So it's kind of neat. We have a couple of sticky note pads as well. So this is a projects and exams sticky note pad that you can put the date and whether it's a project or exam and the prep that you're doing. And this is a big sticky note, so you could plop it on, especially during like big exam weeks or end of semester type stuff. Then you also have, this one is less school related, but this is this week's self-care, and it's got a space for what you're going to do and what habits. So a habit tracker here. And I like that it's a sticky note, so you could just put this in your weekly planner or on your monthly spread. And so those are pretty cool as well. Moving into more of the accessories. So we've got a functional planner sticker book that says, trust the process, good things take time. And this definitely is very functional, and they're kind of like muted pastel colors. So you've got some different icons on the side and then boxes in the middle of each page. And I love these like spray bottles and the cleaning ones, the little purses. You've got some payday stickers, some workout stickers, and other checklists. You've got some little pills and hearts and mails, little mails. Then here you have some vinyl stickers that are see-through dots, like transparent dots. Those are nice. Then you've got some silver ones. Some of, I don't know if you've kind of noticed this, but I was going through it earlier, and the more you kind of put it flat, some of the stickers will sort of pop out. So be prepared for that. But you've got different of the foiling. You've got rose gold, gold, and silver foiling, some little workout dumbbells and gift ones, some TV ones, a little bit of like tiniest bit of washi on the side of a couple of these. And then that's it. But this one particularly is kind of falling apart on me, but I don't mind so much because I take them out anyway and put them in sleeves. But if that's going to bother you, just be aware that mine anyway came apart pretty easily, but the stickers are super cute. Another fun accessory is a new rainbow accordion bag. So this is a pretty kind of summery, like summer into fall colors where you have, I kind of think of it as like a sunset ombre. I love this accordion pin pouch. So I have the more colorful, just like rainbow one, the bright colors, and I carried it with me through my entire trip from Airbnbs. And you can fit ridiculous amount of pens in here, like hundreds of markers and pens, because it's like surprisingly compact, but then there are 6 full sections, and each section can hold a bunch of pens because it's really deep. And it really doesn't take up that much space if you're talking about like an entire pen collection. You could fill one with pins, one with washi tape, one with correction tape, rulers, all that kind of stuff. So here's another version. They have this in purple and blue and in rainbow colors and several other colors. I think maybe like a burgundy color. So a new colorway of these. Another accessory is some top tab dividers for your A5 ring bound planners, which I love this. I'm always using them, but most of the time, the ones that I have are side tabs. So it's nice to get some pretty colors for top tabs. And then they do give you some extra tabs to put over the top if you want to label them yourself. So that's kind of nice. So these are very cute. I love these colors. But possibly my favorite of the accessories are these. And these both are very school related. So you have projects and exams and you have a school tracker. This one is obviously the blue and teal ombre with silver. And then this one is the pink to rainbow, I guess pink to green ombre with gold foiling. And you can see I was already kind of writing around on it. So it might not show up super great on camera, but this one has top priorities, your class assignment and due date with a checklist, and then a place for notes. And then you've got Monday through Friday here for your school schedule, and then any long-term assignments coming up, upcoming quizzes and tests, and next week. So this one, the school tracker is probably the one that would be more likely to be like adapted for something that's non-school. But when I first saw it, I was like, well, that's going to be hard to see what you're writing. So just taking another one, you can still see it. It's not like you can't see when you're writing with the regular colors. But then I saw this inside the package. Now this comes in a pack of 3, and they are white wet erase markers with a very fine tip. So you've got the mid-century circles design, and then you have a really fine tip. So first time you use it, you basically point it downwards and you shake it up, and then you hold it down, like press it down onto here until the paint starts to flow, and then you can start to use it. So look at this. It's white erase on this darker color of paper, and it's so cool, and I just love it. So this gives me like warm fuzzy feelings because it's something different that I've never seen before, and I really like it. So it's just kind of cool. So the other one that they have is this projects and exams that has a place for, basically it's the same layout that you have in the academic planner. So it's got project, class details, deadline, important dates, and completed. So if you were wanting to use something like this for your goal setting or social media, like I was talking about, this snap-in dashboard would be cool to work with any planner. So if you wanted to, you could track your projects by saying like the project is book 12. And if you wanted to, you could say the task that you're doing, for this week is you're going to write 3,000 words. And then over here, instead of deadline, you could put how many task blocks, or you could put a little estimate here that you think it's going to take you 16 task blocks this week. And then when the week is over, you could come back and you could say, you know, like you could keep track throughout the week of how many task blocks you used. Anything like that. So that's kind of cool. And then of course you could just use it for school stuff, but I do love these. And again, they come in a pack of 3, and then you've got these 2 snap-in dashboards that are super cool. But probably my favorite #1 accessory in this box is this cute blush calculator. It doesn't look like it has any like major like, you know, calculus math or something on it, but I don't need that anyway. But it's super cute on your desk. It's such a pretty color, and I love the darker color. It actually matches my nails just about perfectly, so maybe that's why I'm loving it right now. But it's a really nice, just basic calculator, but it's pretty functional, and it's really, really cute. And actually, it's pretty slim. So this takes like one of those disc kind of batteries, not like a AA or AAA. So it might be a little bit harder to get hold of the batteries. Maybe you don't have them in your house, but it is really slim. And I feel like this might even fit inside some of your planner pouches, or definitely inside your planner bags to carry with you. And it's very light. So it might be a good portable calculator as well. But this is probably one of my favorite. And remember, with all of their accessories and writing tools and stuff, that if you buy 4, I think it's 3 or 4 or more, you get 15% off all of them. So it's a good time to kind of stock up on your back to school stuff. Now, as I'm recording this video on July 1st, they have a July 4th sale going on right now which is 25% off, like all accessories and writing tools. I think there's a pretty big sale. I doubt that'll probably end on July 4th. So it won't be going when these things go live. But if you were looking to stock up before then, now's a good time to hit that sale. And I will put links down below, but I can't put links to these individual items just yet because they're not live on the site, but I will do that next week. So you can kind of see I was already playing around with some of these writing tools, but I want to show you how cool these brush pens are. So these are a set of 6 color changing brush pens. So you can see on the top, there are 2 different colors. You've got like a green and a dark green, or a purple and a pink, and it's kind of neat how they work. So they're brush pens, but I will say, like, if you're a brush pen person, these are not super flexible nibs. So you're not going to get like Tombow dual brush pen vibe from these. So you do have a brush pen here, and it looks like, okay, so it's kind of this color, right? But on the other side, you have this clear nib, and you can, when you write on it, it's kind of like those little like secret messages, if you ever did that when you were a kid, that you can write on it, and it's going to change the color just a little bit. So there's kind of infinite possibilities. You could just have fun designs on your planner that you kind of put little dots or different designs on them. One of the suggestions on the back of the pen case was you could put like a little mark here, and then you could do a checkbox when it was done in the different color. That is super cute. Or you could just color the whole thing in once you're done with it. But I do notice that sometimes it kind of picks up some of the color on this little nib. So just be aware of that. But this is kind of neat. So you can see kind of all the different colors here if you wanted to look at those. So those are kind of cool and something a little bit different if you like artsy kind of stuff. They also have this duo pen set, and I have a feeling these actually may already be live on the site. I don't think they're launching with back to school, but I could be wrong. But these are just kind of gel pens that have multiple colors on the inside. So when you write, it's going to kind of shift colors over time. So those are kind of cute. And then this one, the second one, has more like kind of like raspberry sherbet kind of colors or something. But I feel like you have to write kind of a bit to get it to start to change colors, and then it kind of mixes them together. But these are cute, and the colors are nice. They're kind of neon colors. Then another thing that is in the back to school collection is something else that I haven't seen that I think is really kind of neat. So you've got these ballpoint pens, and they're very slim and cute. They're metallic, kind of like ballpoint. But what is neat about them, so they write great, very nice on this paper. But what's neat about them is they're magnetic. So if you've ever wanted to have a nice ballpoint pen on your fridge, or like if you have a filing cabinet and you want to put it there, these are really cool. So another, probably my favorite writing tool that is in the new collection are these cute highlighters. Like even if you don't use highlighters, these are just so pretty that they would look nice on your desk, particularly these two. I'm not always a fan of orange. So for me, I would take that one out. Wish it was a light blue instead of orange, but the colors are very pastel and pretty. Particularly the pink is just really, really beautiful. And so this window is really neat. I love the asterisk detail. And then you just have a chisel tip here. And it's very pretty pastel light colors. So there's a pack of 4 of those. And then the final writing tool that I got are these colorful Fineliner pens. And these have their own little box that kind of opens and it can sit nicely on your desk. And that's kind of cool. But they also have that similar design with the little window there, which I think is kind of cool. So you've got, let's see, 10 different colors. So it's a 10 pack of colors here. And you've got the mid-century circles design similar to some of the other pens that have just come out. You've got a window to see what color it is. And then it's just a very fine tip Fineliner. And I think these are fine. I would say this yellow orange one is probably the worst one in the pack because it's kind of hard to read, but all the others are really nice. And we'll just pull this black one out. They write nicely and I like them, but I would say that first kind of orange one is not my favorite. So here's all the different colors that you have. You have 2 different purples. One is slightly lighter than the other. And then you have kind of 3 different colors of blue with a kind of teal green in there. So pretty cool markers. They're very aesthetically pleasing and they write fine. So I think those are nice as well. So that is all of the new accessories and things from the Erin Condren back to school launch. The only other thing that I have gotten, and I will put in a clip of this here because I already put it up on my mirror, is a repositionable whiteboard and notepad. So this is going to come in colorful and neutral designs, and it basically has a sticky backing on it that you can put up on your fridge or any kind of like plain wall, or you could put it up on glass. It says on the back that bathrooms are not good places for it because it gets too humid, but it didn't fit on my fridge because it was too wide. So I put it on my mirror in my bathroom, but it basically has all the days of the week with a little to-do list notepad. And I was thinking that might be cool for my bathroom because there are times when I'm like brushing my teeth or doing things in the morning that I'm thinking would be nice to be able to jot some notes down. So we'll see how that works, but it is repositionable. So if you have it in one place and then you want to move it to your fridge or be on your washing machine or in your office or wherever, then you can always shift it around. But I love all the new collections. I think everything is really, really beautiful. I love the pastel colors and the new designs for these highlighters. The white erase markers are so cool. I love the blush calculator. So let me know what you think of all the new back to school stuff. It's really, really nice. And I am so appreciative every time Sam and Tori include me in a launch. So thank you so much to them for including me this time. I love getting new stuff and being able to show it to you. Again, all of this stuff will go live on the website on July 6th. So we got a few days to wait, but I will make sure to put up some links on the 6th. And if you decide you want to place an order, be sure to come back to this video or to my Instagram and use my affiliate links. I would certainly appreciate that. Now, coming up today is, of course, the beginning of Camp NaNoWriMo. So I am going to be doing daily reels, kind of like a mini NaNoWriMo diaries over on Instagram. So please come follow me over there. I'll be putting up my goals today. And then tomorrow, July 2nd, I'll have my reel for how I did on July 1st. And each day will be a little bit like one day off. If you want to follow me and everybody else who wants to participate, use the hashtag Camp Nano Diaries and let's get it done. I'm going to be writing 60,000 words this month and I'm excited and nervous and it's going to be great. So also I will have my Q2 review and Q3 set up for my Kanban board coming. It was supposed to be this week, but after vacation, I needed a little bit of time to recover with everything that's going on. So that'll come up next week. And we have the July Notebook Challenge coming up this weekend. So lots of great videos. If you are not subscribed, I would love to have you here as one of our Hardee's community members. subscribers. Also, I did want to mention, some of you have been asking about my 6 months for life project, which is something in my personal life that I'm doing to kind of bring back the joy of my writing, to really focus on self-care and nurturing myself and moving toward my dreams. It goes really well hand in hand with HB90, but I'm gonna be covering that and doing vlogs over on my Sarah Cannon YouTube channel. And we have a coffee chat all about 6 months for life coming up today at 4 p.m. Eastern. If you wanna join, I'll put a link to that down below. If you wanna come subscribe over there and join us for 6 months for life, I would love to see you live or on the replay. And I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great weekend. Bye.